Morning everyone. Monday here at the national headquarters. Show you what's happening here, what we got to do, what I'm going to do today. Got past the 4th, everything was good, had a good weekend, but lots going on, so we're going to get after it. Look at this. Jake's car. Jeff got the front and rear sheet metal tacked in. The mounts, we're going to bolt the sheet metal in the middle. What they had done previously is, in this car, they welded the floors in with silicon bronze, so you're brazing it in, but you can see over on that side a lot of it's broke loose. So I'm going to re-weld that in there, but in the middle we're going to bolt it in. So I'm going to get in there and clean some of that stuff up and try to get the silicon bronze, because it's mild steel. They're welding the chrome moly. Typically when I'm doing that, welding dissimilar metals, I use stainless steel rod. To each his own. I know they used it because it could keep the heat lower when you're brazing, and it causes less metal distortion. So, but since they've already got it in there, if I try to use stainless on top of the silicone bronze, it'll just mess up the weld. So I'm going to try to go back in there and patch that up, and then I'm going to try to get these other pieces in. Jeff's got those tabs tacked in on the top for the aluminum plate we're going to put in the side there to try to protect Jake. I'm going to try to get the bottom ones in today and get that aluminum piece made. Try to get all this stuff done here, because the piece for, or the tunnel piece came from RJ race cars, and I'd like to start fitting that stuff in tomorrow. So the other tubes there for the axe, I'll try to get that in there. Get on the, try to get that all welded in. I'll get as much as I can get done today. So then at that point, if I get all that welded in, we can put the dummy trans case in it and start figuring out where that tunnel's got to go inside. So that's what's happening today here at the national headquarters. We're trying to get that knocked out. I got this thing here all cleaned up, cross members out, welds ground down, everything that was in there. I got some spots up in there where the old motor mounts were. Since I'm going to box this, they won't show. So, but I got to go through and figure out where body mounts were. I got boxing plates coming. I'm going to try to box most of it. Some of it I can't, but I'm going to try to box most of it. Where the body mounts were, like in here, I will cut a slot in the boxing plate so I can get in there to get the nuts back on. I know there was like some bolt holes over here that I typically would weld a nut on the bottom of there, but I'm not sure how close they line up with the body. So the only real way to do that would be to reset the body, and we may do that. I don't know. We may bring the body in here and reset it and start over, because I know they use this other chassis and then they hacked up the inside of the car. So I'm going to try to unhack everything. This has to be sandblasted next though, so I got to get this out to Bob's this week and get it done. I'll do that. This one's a priority, so getting this thing where it can get out of here and he can race again. I've got materials ordered from Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Hopefully I can get with Mike today and get that deal finalized so it can get coming this way, because I have to build him a new fuel cell up front. So that's all on the agenda, what I got going on. Okay, talk to you in the morning. Good Tuesday morning, everybody. Here at the shop, getting ready to head down and running again. Did a lot to Jake's car yesterday, a lot of welding. Hard on an inflexible old man, but I got it. So show you what we got to do today. Here goes nothing. I got the drive shaft loop kits in the tunnel kit from Quartermax. I called my buddy Jack Richards, who's one of the senior NHRA tech directors, on what it might take to install this, what they expect. So I'm going to work on this today. we got to get the dummy trans case in it. I've got all of the strips welded in the bottom. All that's good. I got that panel bent up over there. I've got to install that this morning. I'm going to do that before we put the trans in, but we got to get that dummy trans case ready to put in there so we can figure out where that tube goes and what else we got to do to make it all work. So we'll have to redo the floor panel, but the reason why I put these strips in here so we can bolt the floor in, because as you've seen in my video yesterday, I had to re-weld a bunch of the floor in here. Yeah, it never lasts, but I know one of the tricks to making it last is you get up underneath there and clean it, and you run a bead of silicone against the tube and the sheet metal on the bottom side, and it acts like a vibration damper and keeps that from rattling loose. So we may do some of that for Jake too once we get to a stopping point. I got to get the trans and this stuff done in the middle so I can measure the drive shaft, get it coming, and I'm waiting on a sheet of aluminum 90 thousandths to build the new front fuel tank. So I got that. Like I say, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum is where I get all my stuff. I recommend dealing with them. So I've turned a couple of my chassis builder buddies onto them, and fantastic service. So anywho, that's what we got going on today. There's no destructions, but if you're doing this kind of stuff, you got to be able to be smart enough to figure out how it all works. So that's what I'm working on today, getting that done. Dave and I talked a little bit about the truck yesterday. He came in, so we'll be thrashing on that and thrashing on this 34 pretty quick. So that's my Tuesday update. Okay, Tuesday update. Here's that aluminum panel installed. It's 1/8 inch thick, and basically it's to keep Jake's leg protected from any more explosions. I said hopefully that'll work. We've got it lapping over the tubing so it can't push through. It's not just attached to the tabs. You welded 4 1/8 inch thick tabs into that tubing. Use 1/4 inch bolts to hold it in place. Like I say, hopefully if this ever happens again, which I'm praying it don't, that he's got a little bit more protection. That's the whole thing, keep him protected. Talk to you later. Good morning, everyone. Taco day here at shop. Man, we got a lot of stuff done yesterday in Jake's car. I got a lot of things going on this morning here, get knocked out, but I'm going to share a little bit of that with you so you can see what's happening today. I did this yesterday. Had Jeff help me knock the distributor part of my car because it had too much mechanical advance in it, and it wanted to run really bad. So with these MSD distributors, you can take the advance part there, you can pull this apart and you can flip it to that hole right in there and lock the distributor out, and that's what I'm going to do this morning. Get that done so that it has full timing. It just runs better when you get a really big cam. So somebody making a bunch of noise out there in the middle of the street. Don't know who that is, but yeah, I got to get these leaf springs ready for Greg. We got to pop this leaf out here and put in his car to try to lift the front end back up because those springs have settled so much. So I'm going to get that ready this morning. And then in Jake's car, here's what we got going on here. We got this RJA race cars tunnel in here, and what I've done is cut it down to the height that I wanted. Then I step flanged it here and I stitch welded it, TIG welded it there. Then we put the loops in on the X with the tabs that they provide. We plumbed them and squared them with the frame rails and got them ready with the world. Then we slipped that piece inside, making sure that when we built these, we got them all the right height. And we pulled this string line right here. You can see that string. We pulled that from the yoke through to the transmission to make sure we were perfectly centered, and then we welded in our tabs down at the bottom. Now what we'll do is we'll plumb these up and we'll tack weld these, and then I'll pull it back out, and then I'll put some really good stitch welds on these loops to hold them in place. So In the end, these will be quick pinned in down here. So if he's got to pull it apart, pull a tranny out or something, just pull the 4 quick pins and pop it out. Now then, when we're done there, we have to put the shifter mount back on the top of here and the delay box mount over here somewhere. Get that stuff done. Then I can finish filling in the rear here. I'll put sheet steel in here to come and lap over here on the sides, and then I'll make some aluminum removable panels, and we'll probably put in the floor, I'll put a sheet of aluminum in there too, so that we can fill the floor in. It had steel in it, but we're going to go ahead and bolt aluminum in. And you can see I got welded the floors back in. It was a little bit of a chore because they were broke up so bad, but we got it. We're getting it. That's our goal for today, to try to get as much of that done as we can. I'd really like to have, by the end of the day, the interior part of this car finished. So basically I've got the fuel tank to build. Jeff fixed the cap on the axle. Of course, I put that aluminum panel in there yesterday. You saw that, so we can start piecing this back together for him and getting it ready to go. So other than that, that's our day here. We were busy yesterday. Dale dropped off some parts for the 34 frame. I've got to get that out to Bob to get sandblasted. So, but I'm going to get after it right now, get to work so we can get this stuff done. Thanks for putting up with me, fellas. Hey everybody, it's Monday morning here at the shop. You'll probably notice that I didn't post a video. I just needed to get away, so we jumped in the truck and left for a while. So let me show you what I got done Thursday. I didn't work Friday. Let me show you what I got done, and then we'll start the new week off. Here goes. I got the tunnel painted, cleaned up and painted. I got the inside painted. The gray doesn't match very well, but it's all I could find in town. I got the aluminum panel stuck down in the floor. The screws showed up yesterday, so we can bolt that piece in and get the middle of the car put back together. That's the plan for today. Get the wheels on and get this rolling so we can get half baked out of that back room. We're gonna get this on the ground. Then I think the only thing I have to do is the fuel cell. I'm waiting on the aluminum. I'm going to have that delivered to my buddy Frank Bowling's shop in Muncie. QS Components, I've talked to you guys about them before. Have it delivered there, and then I'll go pick it up and then build the fuel cell. Had to pull the delay box out of it. We noticed that it was rattling, so I pulled that out and we shipped that back off to get it fixed. Like I say, we're just going to assemble today. I think this afternoon I'm going to try to get that loaded in the back of my truck so I can get it out the bops to get sandblasted. And then we'll get back on this. Try to start working on getting the firewall fixed in the floor. That's going to be our next step, is determine what we got to do there. And then I got to get some steering joints ordered. So that's where we're at. I'll fill you in a little bit later on what's going on to start the new week. Thanks. Okay, I'm going to show you this done. We got the tunnel, the RJ tunnel in there. I made that little adapter piece in the back to seal it up, so you pop those 2 Zeus's out, and then down on the bottom you can see there's 4 pins, 2 on each side. You pull them out, pull the pins out on the delay box mount and the shifter, and lay them off to the side, and that tunnel will come out so you get the transmission out of it. So we put that safety plate in over there. You can see that. We got the fire extinguisher line fixed, retied the wiring in it, put sheet aluminum in the bottom. Of course, we bolted that in. I'll show you around the other side. You can see where that will protect his legs. Shifter's easier to get a hold of. Shifter's way up in the air, and the delay box is real weird, so we got all that stuff done, but I think we're okay here. Got all this stuff, like most of the stuff that we took out back in. I know the button for his two-way radio, the wiring got mashed, and we don't know how that was all hooked up, so I think he's going to have to buy that new piece of a harness for his radio. So that's all good. It's all good here in the hood. So right now I'm going to work on where we're at financially for Jake, and then at this point I still have to build a fuel cell. But we want to get the Chevy 2 out. I want to show you this. This is funny stuff here. Get this guy parked here in front of my shop. And what it is they walk over to the fire station or over this police department to talk to the police, take care of all that stuff over there. And you know, instead of parking in their parking lot, it's sort of weird what they do, but it's all good, you know. Why you wouldn't just drive over there and park in the parking lot, I don't know, but I don't know if the guy's a lawyer or what. But anywho, yeah, we're going to get back on this, start fiddling with this. We're going to get this out of the way. And tomorrow's going to start a new week. We're going to get Ryan and Jeff's Chevy 2 wagon in here and try to figure out why it's got spongy brakes. Work on the firewall in this, some of the odds and ends in this to try to get it ready to go. So I'm going to call that a wrapped up week. Thanks, guys.